Yep. Stand up and join me for the pledge. Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This is the regular village board meeting for Monday, July 24th. Call the roll.
Trustee Maravka? Here. Trustee Richards?
Here.
Trustee Sandberg?
Here.
Trustee Sluse? Trustee Sturba?
Here.
Public comments.
We're gonna go kind of together, because it's just
Okay.
a,
You want to state your name and,
my name is Sue Love.
okay,
Millie Damianza.
okay.
We live on Main Street, right across the street from each other. Walk our dogs constantly, and we've had a little run-in with a lot of stray dogs that are not on leashes. And
We're long-term residents.
Yes.
And always have owned dogs, and it's just within probably the last year, maybe year and a half, we've had issues of aggressiveness coming.
Yes. There's a lot of people that let their dogs just, run with them. And to me, it's a simple, common courtesy that you would just do with dogs. If you kind of think it's a big dog, I go on the street or I get away. A lot of them don't even consider doing that. It's just a common courtesy that people should know when they have dogs. My other thing is fences. There's a lot of people that have some fences that need to be higher if they're gonna have dogs. I walk my dog down the street here, and they have two dogs that run right up to that fence, and my dog freaks out, and it's like, the fence is only about this big. Those dogs can clearly jump that, and from what I've understand, one of them has before. And so, it just never used to be like this. You could just wander around this town anywhere and not have to worry about dogs not being on leashes or getting out of their yards, or the electric fences aren't plugged in, and so.
I mean, I'm assuming we have a leash law here, correct?
Yeah.
Because I see people walking down Main Street, their well-behaved dog next to them with no leash on them. There are people who leave their dogs run in their yards, no leash on them. Don't worry, they're a good dog. They may have a good dog with their environment or their people that they know, but people don't understand that a dog that is walking down the sidewalk and their dog is approaching them may come from a situation they don't know of, and they become defensive and
Right.
aggressive.
Right.
And then you have a fight.
Mhm.
And it should not be happening, the dog should not be free. If it's a leash law, it should be a leash law. Happened to me Wednesday morning, walking by Archie's, two dogs come growling across the street at us from their yard. I had to pick my dog up and put him on the picnic table. I didn't know if I was gonna get bitten. They were circling around me, and then the owner came. And she's like, my kids let him out.
Yeah.
Then she never had control of them, and they ran around the neighborhood, and I don't know where they ended up, but they were loose. But obviously, they were not happy
Matt, was
with
that
me.
a shepherd and a pit bull?
Yes.
Are you aware of those dogs?
Yeah, I chased them the other day for about 45 minutes into the yard, and we issued tickets to them again, but evidently they got out again, so I'll issue tickets again. I know where they live up, because I chased them for a long time.
Okay, because Wednesday they were out running the
Is it
neighborhood.
Doberman or what?
No, it's a German Shepherd.
It's a
and
German
pit bull.
Shepherd.
And a pit bull?
And there was another pit bull over by the, I don't know, is it their early childhood center, the school over there? And there was another pit bull. I'm walking down the street, my dog turns like this, and there's a black pit bull following behind us. I happened to pick him up and run down the street again, but she can't pick her
For
dog
those of
up.
us that have little dogs,
Yeah.
mine
And I
cannot.
flagged down 2 policemen and they were gonna go and investigate. But it just seems like it's, very recently, it's just so many dogs.
Yeah, there
and
is,
so
there is
many
rules and an
instances.
ordinance, so, yeah, I mean, you should just call it in.
Do we call the emergency
we're
or
good.
non-emergency?
Call the police department.
Just the 911
Yeah,
Or non-emergency.
or non-emergency.
Here you go. He's giving you a
because,
card.
I mean, we
Perfect.
It's
could,
not emergency and my cell phone.
I mean, if it can be posted somewhere where people again are aware, you know, and everyone thinks their dog's a good dog until they're not a good dog.
yeah, they're
And
animals.
she's got, her dog got attacked and
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
2 years
knocked to
ago.
the ground.
Yeah. And that was right across the street from Connor Shaw. And, that was an accident though. One of the little kids opened the door and this dog just shot out and went straight to my dog. And, but apparently a day or 2 later, that same dog shot out of its chicken wire fencing attached to the house and bit a woman riding a bike. So,
We wanted to bring it to your attention that it's, you know, we've been here long-term residents and never had issues like this. It's just very recently, it's like one right after another that keeps happening. So we just wanted to make you aware that it is
Thank you.
becoming
All
a
right.
problem.
Thank you.
Thank you.
for those of us that are walkers with dogs.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, hello, I'm Lori Morse, and I'm sort of been with them, but not, because I wanted to mention a great thank you to Officers Malloy and Reyes. They came to my house, and I was actually in a neighbor's house, and my dog was attacked, and I went had him and all that, whatever. It's all on the, paperwork is done, and I'm so thankful. They were very clear on what I should do if I see this dog running again, or anybody sees it. Anybody sees a dog running, they should call and report it. I would like to see maybe if the vedette, if we could get the vedette or something like that, to take sections of our, you know how they take things, well, this happened there or whatever. If they would take certain codes and put them in our newspaper, or somehow so people could be made aware, and I know not everybody gets the vedette, but if they could put code enforcement for this week, a reminder, yada, 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 you know, something that would be reminders to citizens. I think a lot of people come in new to town now, and they don't know, and unless their neighbors tell them, and then the neighbors don't know either if they don't have any animals. So that's what I suggest, that's all I have to say, and again, I thank you all our police officers, I think you're wonderful. And of course, I was married to one, and my son is one, so I'm prejudiced, but you are great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? All right, we're gonna move on to our consent agenda. We have approval of the minutes of the July 10th meeting. We also have payroll accounts payable. And in the payroll for the pay period 7/8, there was a total of $69,372.41. That was paid out for payroll. Accounts payable from the general fund, $43,332.82. Building permit escrow fund, $500. Business development district fund, $21,272.28. TIF 1, $968.75. TIF 2, $968.75, for a total of $67,042.60. We also have the Knights of Columbus Tootsie Roll Fund Drive, September 15th to September 17th. We have a raffle license for this calendar year for the Peatone Historical Society fundraising. Weekly at 7 p.m. on Tuesdays, they'll be doing a raffle at Hanson's Dugout at 210 South 2nd Street. Also, we have a special event coming up for an AMP permit a one-day liquor license fundraiser for the Emma Strong event, Hanson's Dugout on Second Street. This will be on August 6th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. There will be a road closure on Second Street from Crawford to 205 North Second Street. And does anybody want to remove anything or discuss anything in the consent agenda? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion?
Second.
Motion by Marevka, second by Sandberg,
Sturba?
or Sturba.
Trustee Maravka?
Yes.
Trustee Richards?
Yes.
Trustee Sandberg?
Yes.
Trustee Sturba?
Yes.
Staff committee reports, Angie, I see here, do you have something?
I don't actually have any updates today, I just wanted to see if anybody had any questions for me.
You know I'm gonna so
I
ask.
I know, and as soon as I find out, you guys will be the first. one to
Okay,
know
I
who I
figured.
said. Yeah, no,
Yeah, because my husband was asking again, we had to buy some more salt for the softener, he's like, God, when are they gonna get new water?
yeah,
So, yeah, that's all.
yeah. Yep, I hope soon, so,
All right.
yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sure, have a good evening.
All right,
You
thanks,
too,
Angie.
Angie.
Bob? Public Works?
You should all received a report in your packet. Staff continues to trim trees throughout the community. We'll be doing curb spray this week, so don't be alarmed if you see somebody out spraying curbs. It's just Roundup. It's just to kill the vegetation in the curb line. Just makes it look a little bit more pleasant to look at.
Yes.
So, staff will continue, we've had some problems with our line painter. They're gonna paint all the crosswalks and stop bars throughout the community too. It's due, so depending on the weather, they'll be doing that. MFT looks to start most likely August, mid-August. I'm hoping earlier August. I really didn't want it to go that late, kind of run into when school starts, but we'll make it work. We have a pre-con for sidewalk, August 1st, for some sidewalk replacements. So we're planning on that. So that's what I have for all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bob.
Thank you.
Chief, anything?
Yeah, just real quickly, the last meeting I told you I'd have the where we're at for the year so far, report. But with Debbie leaving, I'm backed up on entering tickets, and I wanna make sure that my report's up to date, so, by the next meeting, I'll have that for you. But we did, interviews for, to create a list for initial hires, something that we haven't done in a while is actually do interviews and actually take the test that you guys approved, the testing company, and that list, the initial list went up, and then tomorrow morning, the new list, after people apply for military or educational points, will be posted, and will be final, so that list will be coming up tomorrow morning. We're not looking to hire anybody yet, but if we have somebody, then we do have a list. I do have academy spots in January, where I work on a couple things.
All right,
I have one of your cards,
Sure.
please.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Village engineer, Troy, did you have something?
The only other thing was the Wilmington Road 88 project. So right now they're still on the north side, so the north leg of 88 is closed. They said possibly later this week or next week it might be switching over to the south side, where they'll start working the south side, and then the detour will be on the south leg of 88 instead, then the north leg will be open. But I don't have an exact date for that, but it could be happening soon. So, but as soon as I find out, I'll let you know.
Hey Troy, I forgot to ask Angie, and now she's gone. Are they replacing, I don't know if you even know this, are they replacing the fire hydrants out there, or are they just running a new line under them? I just
The
saw.
one on Wilmington?
Yeah.
I think that's a gas main.
It's gas main.
Oh, it's gas,
I
okay.
think it's the service for the new travel center.
Yeah,
It's
Oh.
coming all the way from there.
Okay, yeah, I saw it the other day, I was gonna ask her and I forgot
They're
all about it.
extending it, yeah.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Mayor's comments, the mayor's not here, but I'll take that one opportunity to just, remind everybody that this Saturday, July 29th, is the 36th annual car show downtown. There will be a band playing after that, so just a reminder for people that is usually a great event. So just a reminder for people to come out and see the cars and enjoy the music.
Hey Gary, we had a committee, I just wanted to say it really quick. We had a committee meeting.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
I
okay.
didn't
I
know.
was waiting for you. And then, it was what day was it? Tuesday, July something. It was like last week. But we just went over, we brought Trustee Richards up to date, and we went over and reviewed the recommendations to Upland and Robinson on the plans and design for the Phase 2 downtown redevelopment. And we discussed the quotes for the contractors on the landscaping on an annual basis and all that stuff. Hopefully, when we can get started, it'll be next summer, I believe, was what we had talked about. And they're gonna be putting bids out, I believe they're gonna be requesting bids in December or January of this coming year, 2023-24. And it should take about 3 months, if everything goes well, to get utilities and et cetera done. And we also talked about putting possible, the infrastructure in for electric vehicle charging stations for the future. That is all.
All right, thank you.
Carry on.
I don't believe we have any old business, so in new business, item F, approve a resolution approving design engineering for local match for West Street from Wilmington Peatone Road to Corning Avenue. This resolution is 23-R-12, and that's a project that we're excited about. West Street needs curbs, gutters, and a whole bunch of stuff, and so we want to get started on engineering, and we have a resolution for $50,000 local match for the design engineering. Does anybody have any questions on that?
When would they start doing that?
The construction or the engineering?
Either,
That-
or both?
Because it's an IDOT agreement, it's federally funded, these agreements take like 6 to 9 months to be approved.
Okay, so it'd probably
So
be
the
like
engineering
next
won't even
spring.
start until next year.
Okay,
There's currently no construction funding yet, so we're gonna apply again, it's on the contingency list, so no construction funding yet, but it could be coming, so it won't be soon, but
okay,
eventually they'll probably get funding.
hopefully. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, there's quite a bit to do on West Street, so we knew it was gonna be a little while before we'd be able to do it. If we could get funding, that'd be great.
Yes. I move to approve, to accept.
Motion by Marevka, do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Richards?
Trustee Maravka? Yes. Trustee Richards?
Yes.
Trustee Sandberg?
Yes.
Trustee Sturba?
Yes. Okay, short meeting. Any questions of the press? No? Did you have anything? No? All right, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion?
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.